Thank you. Thanks, Chair. Yes, I've got just a few quick questions about the ATO's implementation of the Australian Government guidelines on the recognition of sex and gender, which were guidelines that were meant to be introduced by July 2016, relating to the ability for people to have indeterminate sex marker on any databases and forms, and to support transgender, intersex people in general. So I'm just interested to know what the...
CEO, very pleased with won a gold award in this area.
Okay, so what yes, can you tell me how the ATO has implemented these guidelines?
I will. I'm Jackie Curtis, Chief Operating Officer. So with the particular guidelines you're speaking about, we are compliant with those guidelines. We do collect gender information only when there is a legitimate business reason to do so. We have implemented a process where it can be the tick box for male, female or indeterminate, and we have actually seen some people using that system now, so we think that's working quite effectively. We've introduced training about gender sensitivity issues, including identification, and we have very strong networks for LGBTI and have, as the Commissioner just said, recently won an award for our inclusiveness in the workplace.
Right.
Second year in a row.
For the second year in a row, yes.
and the only government department or agency to be top in that.
So can you tell me, so you've covered things both in terms of your internal systems, but that's also applying to your
external as well,
external,
yes.
your client-facing
Yes, absolutely.
systems. And can you tell me more about the training then that is
Yes.
provided or needs to be undertaken? Is it mandatory?
It's mandatory training on diversity and inclusion, and within that we have obviously got some specific elements that cover these guidelines and the sensitivity around gender identification.
Right, okay. And so all of your outward-facing operations are completely compliant? That's
Yes, absolutely, Senator.
Good to hear. And in terms of your working relationships with other agencies, do you have any interactions with them to ensure that anything that you do jointly together, whether there are such processes that the other agencies are compliant as well?
We have very strong links with other agencies. Obviously, their policies are specific to them, but we hope that we stand as a bit of a role model. We have a very strong network across the ATO, which also is connected to other APS agencies. So we think that we're quite influential in this space, and being a leader, we are the lead agency when it comes to diversity and inclusion, having won the award. So we think that's a really good standard for other people to strive to sort of reflect. And we share all of our processes and procedures and policies and training with other agencies if they request it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chair.